BlackRock just bought $96 million worth of Ethereum in just 3 days. That's more than every other Ethereum ETF combined. And this is just the beginning. If you don't follow crypto, you might be wondering, what's an ETF? Think of it like a stock that tracks the price of Ethereum. You buy one share, and it's backed by real ETH held in a vault. No wallets, no keys, no complexity. BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager, over $10 trillion in assets. When they launch an ETF, institutions like pension funds and endowments can finally buy crypto through their normal brokerage accounts. Their Ethereum ETF is called ETHA. And this week, from July 17th to July 19th, 2026, ETHA alone absorbed $96 million in net inflows. That's $96 million in just 3 trading days. To put that in perspective, the entire Ethereum ETF market took in $84 million all of last week. BlackRock alone beat that total in 3 days. This is a massive acceleration. On Wednesday, July 15th, ETHA pulled in $45.3 million out of a total $53.8 million for all Ethereum ETFs. That's 84% of the entire market's inflow in a single day. BlackRock also has a smaller staked Ethereum ETF called ETHB, which added another $4 million that same day. Combined, BlackRock controlled nearly 92% of all Ethereum ETF inflows on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Grayscale, the old king of crypto trusts, is bleeding. Their Ethereum trust, ETHE, charges a 2.5% fee. BlackRock charges just 0.25%. That's a tenfold difference. Since the Ethereum ETFs launched, over $5.3 billion has fled Grayscale products. Investors are rotating into lower-cost BlackRock funds. It's a fee war, and BlackRock is winning. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, EBIT, is the gold standard. It has accumulated over $60 billion in cumulative net inflows since launching in January 2024. That's more than 6 times the next competitor. Now BlackRock is repeating that success with Ethereum. The same playbook: low fees, massive distribution, institutional trust. ETHA is on track to become the dominant Ethereum ETF. Ethereum price has responded. ETH is trading around $3,200 to $3,400 this week, up about 11% in 7 days. Bitcoin was flat. For the first time, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin on ETF flows. The broader crypto ETF market is recovering. After a brutal June where $4.5 billion flowed out, the first 2 weeks of July have seen over $200 million in weekly inflows. The trend is reversing. For the week ending July 17th, Ethereum ETFs actually outpaced Bitcoin ETFs, $105.44 million versus $75.67 million. That's a historic flip. Institutions are diversifying into ETH. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink has been a vocal advocate. In 2025, he called Ethereum the next great tokenization platform. He believes every asset, stocks, bonds, real estate, will eventually live on blockchain. Tokenization is BlackRock's real endgame. They launched a tokenized money market fund called BITL on Ethereum last year. ETH is the settlement layer for their entire digital asset strategy. Institutional adoption isn't just about price. It's about legitimacy. When BlackRock buys, it signals to every pension fund, insurance company, and sovereign wealth fund that Ethereum is a real asset class. The total crypto ETF market is now over $70 billion in assets under management. That's up from zero just 2 years ago. The growth trajectory is exponential, and BlackRock is the engine. But not everyone is celebrating. Grayscale's high fees are destroying their market share. They've lost over $5.3 billion in outflows across their crypto products. Investors are voting with their wallets. The fee difference is staggering. On a $1 million investment, Grayscale charges $25,000 per year. BlackRock charges just $2,500. Over a decade, that's $250,000 saved. BlackRock also has a second Ethereum ETF, ETHB, which allows staking. Staking means you earn yield on your ETH, currently around 3 to 4% annually. That's a bonus that pure price exposure doesn't give you. On July 16, ETHA Price launched a new actively managed multi-token crypto ETF called TKNZ. Competition is heating up, but BlackRock's first-mover advantage and fee structure are hard to beat. What does this mean for Ethereum's price long-term? If BlackRock keeps buying at this pace, demand could outstrip new supply. Ethereum's issuance is already low, around 0.5% per year. Institutions are absorbing it. Analysts are watching the $4,000 level as the next major resistance. If ETHA inflows continue at $100 million plus per week, ETH could test that within months. Some even predict $5,000 by year-end 2026. But there are risks. A broader market downturn or regulatory crackdown could reverse flows. However, with a pro-crypto administration in the US and clear SEC rules, the environment is the friendliest it's ever been. BlackRock's IBIT Bitcoin ETF has already proven the model. It's the most successful ETF launch in history. Now ETHA is following the same path. The institutional floodgates are open. To sum it up, BlackRock bought $96 million of Ethereum in 3 days. Their fee is 10x cheaper than Grayscale. They control 90% plus of daily ETF inflows. And they're just getting started. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe. We track these flows every week so you know exactly where smart money is moving. And drop a comment, do you think Ethereum will hit $5,000 this year?